Hit it.
Why does it do that? Why does it make me teeny tiny on the side there? Guys, welcome to Double Impact. It is Thursday, September 2nd. Sadly, summer is over. I know it's not technically over till September 21st or whatever. But summer's over, guys. It is. And, summer's eternal here in San Diego, land of the sun. But welcome in. We're going to have a really fun thing tonight. We're going to do BMX Bandits as requested by Tony C. from Down Under in Australia, might. But we're not going to do that. We ain't going to do that, and there's a good reason we're not going to do that, because it was nigh impossible to find the images for this movie on the internet. So the person that does that for me informed me they could not find this thing, the images for it. And I'm like, you know what? I got a better idea. I got a funnier idea. Maybe we'll do it someday. Sorry about the letdown on that, but we're going to do something else, and it's going to be pretty interesting. Is there a lost Arnold Schwarzenegger movie that none of you guys know about that I know about? Is that what's going on here? I'm not entirely sure. But as soon as Jericho shows up, we're going to have a lot of fun with this thing. I came up with this idea around lunch today, and it was, I thought what we could do is we could take story beats, the way you write stories and movies and all that, and we could work with the audience, work with you guys, and we could come up with our own made-up Double Impact Arnold Schwarzenegger lost movie from the 90s. I think this is a great idea. We could name it. We'll do all the story beats. What happens? Who's the villain? Are there any twists, turns? What's the inciting incident? All that stuff. I got my story beats all laid out. I know how that stuff works. So I'll draw on you. I will draw on Jericho, and I will draw on paper when I make comics. But we'll get this thing done. One thing I want to talk to you about before. You guys think if I called him Jericho, that he wouldn't notice for a while? I'm gonna try and call him that. When he comes in, I'm not gonna call him Jericho. I'm gonna call him Jericho. And we're going to see how he responds to that. So, that's not the layout I want. Where's the layout I want? Here. No. I want this layout here. So welcome in, guys. Hit the like, hit the share. So here's bigmancomics.com, where you need to go right now to get EMPYREAN, Earth Illuminated, 128 pages, sci-fi action epic. But, here he is, everyone. I threw you off, Jericho, by coming in on time.
Oh, wow. One time.
How you doing, bud?
Chilling like a villain.
Okay, we'll hold off on EMPYREAN until we get you situated. How are things going? How is it dealing with summer being over?
Summer's not over. It's 105 today.
Ooh.
But I understand for the rest of you. I'm looking forward to it. Let's cool off a little bit around here.
Yeah, for us, we're having our heat wave finally here in San Diego, and it is It's a scorcher of like 80. I had to go swimming today because it was so hot. I've been swimming a lot lately.
I take a dip, huh?
And I don't go to the pool. Got a neighbor that has a mega pool. It's really nice, and they don't use it. And it's like a friend of my wife and my daughter, some lady, and asked us to come swimming all the time. It's like a block from my house. So we just go. It's so nice. So nice. So
yeah, use somebody else's pool. They get to do all the maintenance and shit, and you just use it when you want.
She's a woman, like 50, 60, lives alone, has a giant pool. So it's like, okay, we'll come swimming. So,
yeah, my best friend has a really nice pool in his backyard, and when it gets like really hot, we'll go over there and barbecue and shit. Kids play in the pool. It's nice.
It's a good time.
All the fun, no upkeep.
But Big Baby stepped on a bee and it stung her when we were there on Saturday. She freaked out. Bee. Yeah. I did stomp on the bee, and then I hunted down like 3 others that stomped on him.
Send a message.
Yeah.
Don't you dare touch this little baby.
That's right.
How was she? Did she get any ice cream or anything like that?
She got a cookie. And then, that's a pretty regular day for her, though. We had a great day yesterday for Labor Day. I want you to tell me what you did with your family. But we took it chill in the morning. I did a little bit of drawing and hanging out. But we got tickets to the San Diego Padre game. And it's just electric. For anyone that knows baseball, the #1 stadium in the whole major leagues is the Dodgers as far as selling out. And it's a city of 20 million, Los Angeles, right? In LA, the greater LA area is 20. The #2 market in baseball for sellouts is San Diego. Because you've been to our downtown at Comic-Con. Mm-hmm. We have like the most beautiful downtown. And if you haven't been to the Padres Stadium, you don't even have to like baseball. This is a gorgeous stadium, primo food. What they did is they took some of the best restaurants around town that locals know, like Hodad's and Puesto and just like different Mexican things, the Grand Ole Barbecue. These are like iconic San Diego, like they're not chains. These are like San Diego restaurants. Some of them might have 2 or 3 locations, and they're at the baseball stadium. And there's a bunch of them at the stadium. So it's like you're eating the home, you know what I mean? The hometown food that everyone loves in this town. And just the views are spectacular. The weather's perfect. Everyone's boiling at the end of August. But we're just chilling in that San Diego breeze. It was really nice. The Padres lost. That sucks.
Damn it.
But Big Baby did get popcorn, Dippin' Dots, hot dog, and a churro. She had a little bit of each of those.
Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like she's not polishing off all of these different things.
No,
she's got to be getting some help here.
No, she'd be crazy. She'd be giant baby.
Yeah, she'd be diabetes baby.
That's no good. Will never happen.
Ever.
No.
I saw somebody, I think it was Instagram. This lady and her husband went. I think they were in Minnesota, and they went to a baseball stadium. Oh yeah, and she had a different hot dog every inning, so she had 9 hot dogs.
Oh.
But they all look pretty amazing. Like it looks like they have really good food there as well. And maybe those are Minnesota staples too, don't you know?
Oh, we have hot dish. You ever try a slice of apple pie with cheddar cheese on it, Jericho?
Oh no, bummer. I would never try that. That's disgusting.
That's a thing. That's a thing.
I believe it.
Northern Midwest. I've heard about it for like 30. My wife worked at Coco's, which is like Denny's. They don't really exist. There's like 3 of them left. But when we were like high school age, late teens, early 20s, she was a waitress at Coco's, and they would offer that on the menu. So somebody knew about Minnesota and South Dakota and cheddar cheese on your apple pie. Someone knew about that.
Disgusting. They eat weird stuff.
It sounds awful, but I've never tried it.
Well, I've noticed that the more harsh the weather, as far as mostly winter, usually it's winter, the more harsh the winter, the weirder the food gets. They have something in the Midwest called, I think, cannibal burgers, or it's raw ground beef and like onion on a bun or some shit with like mustard, but the meat's raw. It just sounds terrifying.
Not doing that.
Yeah, bummer.
But my son, he works with a guy who has primo seats at the Padres Stadium. So we're like, in the 15th, 20th row. Usually we go. But we got these really special deal seats yesterday for only $20. They were nosebleeds, like 5 rows from the very top. But they had a perfect view right behind home plate and first. I'll show you. And it wasn't a bad view. Hold on. I'll bring it up here.
The $20 seats? That sounds great.
$20. But it was great. You could see everything clearly. It looks far, but like it was great because it's such a steep angle. So it was a really good time.
$20. That's the shit. And you got the skyline there too.
Right. Oh, and the
nice.
breeze. And we'll get to this grok image generator later. It's going to be a lot of fun. So Captain Haruno's here. What is
Yeah.
left of Heather is burnt to a crisp in she's in Lake Havasu, correct?
Yeah, that's where they make heat.
Yeah,
So if
that's
you
the
want
actual where the heat comes from, is Lake Havasu.
comes from Arizona.
Right,
All
well, it
part,
comes from Phoenix, and then it goes. The distribution center is Lake Havasu. The origination is Phoenix. Yeah,
that's where they ramp it up before exportation.
if you look at a globe, this is a science break with Gabe. If you look at a globe, most of America, latitudinally, that's this way, side to side, not longitude, lat, like fat. That's how I remembered it in school. We are lined up with the Sahara Desert in Africa. America should be boiling all the time. But I have a theory. I haven't researched this. It was just my thought. I think the Rocky Mountains is what saves this country, because of like the wind coming and then the air all freezes over the Rockies. And then when it goes over the plains, it's nice and cool. That's why the western half is all Nevada, Utah, Arizona. Like it's all blasted and hot out there. And then the eastern half, it gets all that. And then you have the Mississippi going all the way up, and then the Great Lakes coming down. So I think the Rocky Mountains, Mississippi, and the Great Lakes make it like a lot of grass, a lot of rain, a lot of stuff in there. That's just Gabe's theory. But we are lined up with the desert in Africa. So there you go.
Saves our ass. Well, yeah, I mean, and you know, Arizona, New Mexico, and places like that, Nevada are known for their heat, but extreme Southern California, Palm Springs and shit like that, Death Valley, like it gets some. I think you got some of the highest temperatures ever recorded were in Death Valley.
The highest temperature in the history of Earth, as long as we were recording this, was in Death Valley, and it was like I think 132 or 3 or something like that. I don't know the exact number, but I know I learned that when I worked at the newspaper in college, because I did the weather graphics. So every time I did the weather, I'd do a map of America, and then I'd slap numbers on the map. And all I would do is go to AccuWeather.com, and they had like 15 cities picked out for me, the same cities every week. So I just looked them up on AccuWeather and then type in the number. So I was a graphic designer. So I learned about Death Valley. Like, I'll look it up right now. I'll grok it.
Yeah, that's California, dude. So California, Southern California gets smoking hot too, but that's Southern California.
Okay, here we go.
Down there.
I said 132. It's your boy Gabe. It's 134 in Death Valley, California, and specifically, you gotta love the name of this place, Furnace Creek in Death Valley, California.
Like Needles is hot too, right? You got Needles, California, gets super hot down there.
Yeah.
Palm Springs, smoking hot.
Yeah, that's
crazy hot down there.
That is some hot stuff. Furnace Creek, elevation 190 feet, so it's near sea level. That's what makes it even worse, because it is hotter the lower you are. Just so you know, people. Turns out the closer you get to outer space, the colder it is. So, let's see. Heather said it's 100. What did she just say? It's 127 here at times, but they never tell me. Damn.
Fuck that.
It got up to like almost 80 today. I was pissed. I was like so pissed.
Well, it's 90 right now here. And the later in the week we go, so Friday starts a 3-day stretch of 90 degrees. So that's nice. And then Monday we get 89 degrees. So it's going to be frigid.
We're boiling at 82 tomorrow. But I live so close to the ocean that the breeze is so nice and chilly. You know.
Hey, make sure you bring your plants and pets inside.
Right.
So when it gets 80 in San Diego, nobody dies.
Right. You know what's weird to me, and I don't have an answer, and I'm not making fun or blaming them. In Europe, they'll have a heat wave, and you'll do this math on the Celsius. That's not how that's said. On the Celsius. And it's like, oh, it's a heat wave in England. And I'm not making fun because this is a tragedy. I guess more people in Europe die of heat waves than people are killed in gun violence or whatever. I saw some stat talking about that in America or whatever. But it's like 85 is the heat wave. And you see people at like the park in England, like laying in the sprinklers,
dying with their pant legs rolled up.
It's like, but we are lined up with the Sahara Desert, America. They're lined up with like North Canada. Like if you're in England, you're lined up with frozen ass Eskimo.
85 degrees is 85 degrees. England, quit being a bitch. Roll your pant legs down. It's only 85.
None the Miser's already into the game. Which 90s rapper are we going to cast in Arnold's Lost movie? Busta Rhymes, DMX, how about? See, Jericho, I'm so excited for what we're going to do tonight, because I think if this works, we could do this all the time. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, but we'll get to that. He says, what 90s rapper? Yes. Don't worry. We'll get to the game. The game's going to be a lot of fun, and the audience is going to participate. This is going to be fun. Captain Haruno. The hottest I remember getting in Arizona recently was 113 in Phoenix. It was melting plane tires on the tarmac so they couldn't take off. I feel like I don't know. Could you really prepare a plane for that? Because they don't all go to Phoenix all the time. I don't know. Whatever.
But if the weather, the temperature is starting to affect the chemical makeup of things, then we got a problem. Houston, we got a problem.
Yeah. Hardy Harmonica 83. We're chilling at 76 here in San Diego. It's a little warm. So driving around here when it's over 100, it feels like you're driving on a rubber ball. So.
Yeah, because then like your AC, it doesn't even work that well. Like after 105, like your AC don't even feel that cold anymore. Like it gets
the hottest I've ever personally been in was in Baker, California. That's like an hour from Vegas. It's about 3 hours from San Diego. It's on the way to Vegas. It's got the world's largest thermometer. It was 122. I got out of my car, but it was a dry heat, and it just felt weird. It felt like you were standing in front of the oven. It was very strange. But I stopped at the Mad Greek to get a shawarma sandwich, which they discontinued, and they only have gyro sandwiches, which are good but inferior to shawarma. So,
but it can be good. The mix of beef and lamb, I've had a great gyro and grease, and believe me, it is.
Oh, I love a gyro. I love a gyro.
Possible.
The problem with the gyro is the shawarma.
There is no problem with the gyro.
The gyro is one of my favorite sandwiches. Delicious, but you have to understand the Mad Greek has been there for a few decades, and they perfected this shawarma sandwich. And I don't know why they don't serve it anymore. Maybe it's too much money and they don't do enough business, because it looks like Baker's dying. Like people drive past it. People used to always stop there. It seemed like, and like some of the hotels have gone out of business. The Bun Boy restaurant that we always laughed at when we would drive by as a family, the Bun Boy, that went out of business. Like I know the drive from San Diego to Vegas like the back of my hand, because I've done it 1,000 times. And I'm watching Baker. Business ain't great in Baker. I always wonder about the people that work in Baker at the Shell station or the Jack in the Box. Where do they live? Because there are no houses there.
They live underground.
Like the mole people?
Yeah. They have lights down there so their eyes, they won't evolve so that their eyes fucking cover over. So they live underground where it's cool. It's like a cool 70 degrees underground.
Oh my goodness. The underground mole people.
There's an underground network of services. There's a whole city under there. You just don't see it. You top dwellers only get one version of the city, but it's a hustle and bustle down there.
Ooh, goodness.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't know.
But I mean, what happens if your battery dies? You know what I'm saying, right there, and it's 122 degrees outside. You have no way to keep your car running.
You have no business crossing the desert without a few gallons of water with you, because someone will drive by. If you're on the I-15, people are driving by day and night, going to Vegas, going to LA, going to Vegas, going to San Diego. You do need to bring a few gallons with you at least per person.
How do you keep them cold?
They don't have to be cold, but just bring a cooler. You know, they don't have to be cold. Your body will
boiling. But at least, room temp.
Yeah.
Like in that kind of weather, that shit's going to get hot quick.
There's a spot. Now, I've driven to Colorado many times as well, because my dad and my brothers live there. And so you keep going from Vegas. You go another 12 hours from Vegas after your first five to Vegas from here, and then another 12 to Colorado to my dad's. But there's a spot in Green River and Salinas, and there's big warning signs. No services, 104 miles. So there you gas up there. And the gas station on both sides of that thing in Utah, so expensive, the gas. Because it's the last one on both sides,
They know you're topping it off before you fucking take off.
Yeah. Before you top, never mind. Missouri Johnson, that is Indiana Jones's brother or cousin. He says the Morlocks are the people. That's right. H.G. Wells' great science fiction novel, The Time Machine. The weirdo people that were all blue with the white hair that lived underground were the Morlocks. That's right.
Yeah, exactly. That's where they go. When you're not looking, they burrow into the earth, or they find a hatch, and they go in there and they live underground.
So let me get a little promo out of the way, and then I'll explain the game. I think tonight's going to be a hoot. I think tonight's going to be legendary. Hit the link and hit the share, because it's going to be a magical night. This is going to be hilarious. I think we're going to do. This is either going to be a colossal failure or an ultimate triumph.
Or the greatest thing ever.
I will accept nothing in between. So this is going to be weird. Go to bigmancomics.com right now. Guys, I couldn't be more sincere and love this more. I came up with a great slogan for my business because it's not enough to be good. That's the ground level of doing business. I have to be good at this. But talking to people for years and working as a writer and an illustrator for a quarter century now, what I've seen, especially in the woke era in the last 10 years, is you don't want to be lectured. You want to have fun. That's what movies and stories are for. So for Big Man Comics, I say, other stories give you a lecture. Our stories give you an adventure. I love that. It's like I'm working in marketing now. This is great. And that's the truth. We're just having a blast. Jericho, you've read all my stuff. I've sent it to you early. Other people haven't read it yet. Is this a lecture? Is this some hectoring scold? Jericho, you're a racist, bigot, homophobe. Now read my book where I can tell you that you're a racist, bigot, homophobe. Does it come off that way or is it just fun?
Entertainment.
There you go.
That's it.
That's
Keep
all
it simple, damn it.
It's just fun. It's like
fun.
I opened a restaurant, sugar, fat, and salt. That's what you sell people at a restaurant.
That's it. And they'll line up, moo, the cattle will line up every time. It's allow people to allow their mind, their imagination to take a trip. Albeit, as long as you're reading, like in my case, reading it for 10, 15 minutes with my son, but whatever that time frame is, however many pages you're reading, go on a trip, go on a journey. It's called entertainment. Destination entertain. That's it. Wow. Nothing crazy, nothing heavy, nothing preachy. Entertainment, quality. Get it.
Right. Just fun stuff. EMPYREAN Earth Illuminated. A few more weeks, and then they're going to start to ship out end of September, beginning of October. Jump in and get yours now. We had some great sales yesterday. I was looking through the sales this morning, and a high school classmate of mine bought one. That's awesome. Someone I haven't seen in a few decades. I saw his name on there. I'm like, oh, that's got to be him because it's kind of a unique name I've never heard anywhere else.
Thanks, Booker.
Yeah. So that's awesome. We have a pack. We can get all 4 covers, a T-shirt, a poster, or you can just go a la carte and get one book if you want. You can just get the poster. I want to know if I have any customers that only bought a poster. They didn't buy the book. They didn't buy the T-shirt. They bought a poster, and they have no idea what the poster's about.
Well, there you go. Hey, I'll take that kind of blind support.
I love it. Hey, I'll take it, man.
Get a poster.
I am Middle Eastern. I'll sell sand to Arabs.
Buddy,
baby, you come back when you want to make deal.
That's the truth, man.
Right.
When I was overseas in the Persian Gulf with the gold suits, there would be gold shops, jewelry stores that sold 22, 24 karat gold, not this 14, 16 karat shit we have here in the States, but like dark, almost amber gold, rings, watches, necklaces, fucking everything, like pendants, bracelets. So you go to one guy, what's your price? Blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to pay. That's too much. All right, fine. And you turn and walk away. Hey, buddy, you'll come back. You make me price because there's a gold shop across from him, next to him, on both sides, upstairs. So if he doesn't make that sale, you're gone. You walk right next door in either direction, across the street, you're going to find another guy that has all the same shit he does. So it's in their best interest to make a deal, and they will make a deal.
Hell yeah. And it's part of the culture. They don't get offended when you try to make the deal. And in fact, they think you're a weirdo if you don't try to make a deal. And in that culture, that Middle Eastern bargaining, salesman, like, it's like, yeah, I'm quoting you way too high to start. You're supposed to talk me down to the real price I want. Like, that's how the culture works.
It's like walking into a store and then doing that, like the pro wrestling lockup, where they lock their arms around each other, when they first get in the ring and they just lock up like that to kind of feel each other out. You're kind of doing that financially. And then you both walk away, shake hands.
Right.
And pleasure.
Best deal for you, my friend. Best deal.
Buddy.
I got to make money, buddy. I got wife, kid hungry.
I remember this little pimp. We were walking around in downtown. That wasn't downtown. It was kind of the outskirts of downtown in Dubai. And this little pimp, he's like, brother, come here, brother. You like girl? Brother, you like girl? And we're like, no, man, we're good. And he looks at my buddy, and he goes, you like boy? So, of course, we talked shit to him about that until the day we weren't together anymore. That shit was so funny. He's like, you like boys, buddy?
Yeah. So I was with my buddies at a bachelor party in Vegas. And as you walk down the strip, there are these people. And they go, they have these little deck of cards. But on the cards are naked women. And it says, girl, direct to your room. 1-800, whatever. You know,
1-800 get over it.
Yeah, 1-800. This is a bad idea because prostitution is illegal in Clark County. In Las Vegas, it's illegal. Outside the city, like in the other counties, it's legal. I'm not a legal scholar on this, but it is not legal in the city. Regardless, they're handing out cards because it's an escort, which is like some loophole or whatever. But they're like, you know, they're always flicking these cards at you, trying to hand. And they're everywhere on the sidewalk because people look at them and throw them. Yep. And then they're also like, hey, strip club, we got you guys a limo to a strip club. And, you know, it's a group of guys on a bachelor party. So, of course, they, like, approach us constantly. And my friend got tired of it. He's like, oh, we're gay, dude. We don't want to go. And the guy's like, we got guys, too.
Yeah, you thought you were going to get out of it?
Touche.
It's 21st century, man. We got everything you need.
Yeah, we got what you want. You want it, we got it.
Damn it. So, 30 years ago, we'd be like, oh, hey, sorry about that. You guys have a good night. But now it's, we got that, too. Whatever you're into.
Yeah. So I got a great comment in here from Captain Haruno. I reread Dean Cain All-American Lawman recently, and it's such a great read. Well, I have great news for you, Captain Haruno. Not only did I finish drawing the Unstoppable Tyrus 125-page thrill ride about 2 weeks ago, now about 3-4 days ago, I finished the 5th and final draft of the Dean Cain All-American Lawman sequel. That's right, boys and girls. That book is officially in production when it comes to the visual art. So I will not announce when it's coming out or what's going on, but I finished the script. It's really good. I really love it. It's so much fun. A couple new characters, some really fun locales, lots of great action scenes, and just more of what you got, but we're just getting better all the time. And everyone who I have not gotten, you know what's amazing to me? I thank God, it's a real blessing. Of all the indie comics I put out in the last few years, and it's only been 3. Gotta go faster here, Gabe. Not one bad review. Not once. Everyone that has reviewed it, talked to me about it, put a video, posted about it, loves it. I'm very happy with that. I'm very humbled by that. That's awesome. People love this stuff, and it's because I mean it. I mean what I'm doing. I'm very sincere about making this stuff great. You know, I learned that when I was in high school because I worked at Pizza Hut. And the slogan at Pizza Hut in 1995 was making it great.
Yeah, I remember that.
So there you go. So, guys, run over to bigmancomics.com because, as Jericho said, this is a great book. It's a lot. I mean, look at it. It's gorgeous, by the way. Robots, heroes, spaceships, Casimir the Destroyer. What a great name for the villain, right? Look at this stuff here. Jump kick by this 4-armed assassin with red skeletal face. This is really fun stuff. An AI like Buddy here coming out of the Risk Communicator. This is all the stuff you love. A lot of fun, excitement, crazy battles. Awesome artwork and harrowing stuff, self-sacrifice and pure love. There's a lot of love in this book. The main 2 characters, Oliver and Elvira, they're a husband and wife team. And they found out that this horrible gilded cage, this prison world, all the people living there think they're happy because Casimir, the emperor, has everyone happy, but he's a bad guy and he's using everyone to torture them. They found a better world, a better paradise, but it's all lost in legend. It might not be true. And Casimir and his people are going to do everything they can to stop Oliver and Elvira from potentially exposing the truth and showing people there's a better way to live. So go get it today. This sucker is going to start shipping out in just a few weeks. So you're not going to have to wait forever. Once you pledge, once you get in there, you get whatever you want. You're going to get it right away. So that's EMPYREAN Earth Illuminated. The second Dean Cain is already written, and somebody might be drawing it somewhere. And I already finished drawing the Tyrus book. So we are smoking, baby. We're cooking. So there we go.
Take that.
Captain Rowan says, nice, man. It really did feel like a movie, no joke. Well, I will tell you, that's very intentional. And I'm very pleased because of the feedback I get, Haruno, from people is what I intended. There are things that I wrote that I was not explicit about that people say to me, it's like, oh, it was really blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, good, because I'm the only one who knew that's what I was going for. And I couldn't have better partners to work with. Akion, the illustrator, I've worked with hundreds of artists since I've been a professional for a quarter century now. He's the best artist I've ever worked with, hands down, and it's not close. And it's like, does he draw the coolest, the most trendy, like the most commercial, whatever? He has a comprehensive understanding of art and storytelling. I mean, comprehensive. There's nothing he doesn't know at the top level. He's a brilliant illustrator. Because it's one thing to just know how to draw. Oh, I can draw a cool-looking guy. It's what to draw. What is the guy doing? What's the look on his face? What's the angle? Is it a close shot? Is it a medium shot? Is it a long shot? Is it like heavy perspective? Is it like what's happening there? Like, and then what's the next shot and the next shot to tell that story in order. I've never worked with someone that's as brilliant as him. He's a great guy. He's just a great illustrator, and he's fast and he's taught me so much about drawing. He's improved my work so much. On the Tyrus book, he did layouts for me. So what a layout in a comic book or any other illustration work is, an artist will draw the page for you in a rough style. Say, do this here, do that there, gives you an idea. Like, and then when I'm like doing the finishes on it, I'm like, oh my God, I understand. I have aha moments every day on those layouts that he gave me. It's just, I couldn't thank God more for Akion. He's a behind the scenes guy. I've asked him to come here. He doesn't do social media and all that. He's an artist. If he's not at his drawing board, he's like asleep. He loves to work, you know. So I love him. The guy's a machine, and I just want this stuff to succeed, you know, because it deserves it. So tonight's show, Jericho, what did you think when I told you my idea for the show tonight? And we'll tell everyone what it is. What'd you think?
I thought it was a great idea. I thought it was different, new, and hilarious.
Like that medicine from the 80s, Nuprin. Little, yellow, different.
It's different.
The headache medicine.
It's the best.
That
Best
was
commercials ever. I don't care what anybody says.
Little, yellow,
80s.
different. Yeah.
80s had the best commercials ever.
So B's and G's. That's all the kids say.
Bitches and girls.
B's and G's. This is Grok Imagine. Now I pay money to Elon Musk to have a Twitter account. Ha ha! He pays me. I get a check from them every 2 weeks because I have enough followers and enough engagement on my tweets that I actually get paid. So if you do the math, he's actually paying me to be on Twitter, which is nice. This is Grok. Grok Imagine is like the best image generation software in the world. So what we're going to do tonight is we're going to go like Dan Snyder, Hollywood writer, rest in peace. Blake Snyder. Dan Snyder was a television producer at Nickelodeon. Blake Snyder wrote a book called Save the Cat. And he breaks down Hollywood script writing into these beats here. The opening image, the theme stated, the setup, the catalyst. Now, don't worry. I know all these like by heart. I'll lead the way on this stuff here, okay? And what we're going to do, me and Jericho mainly, but you guys from the audience, feel free to throw in any suggestions. And we're going to make up a lost Arnold Schwarzenegger movie from the 90s. Come on, guys. We're gonna have so much fun. And we're going to go, okay, what's the opening image? What do we see first? And then when we decide it, I'm going to punch it into Grok and see what Grok gives us, okay? So that's the plan. This could be a disaster. It might be fun, but are you ready, Jericho?
It's going to give us perfection.
I hope you're ready. So the first thing in a movie is the opening image. So you have the ship chasing the smaller ship in Star Wars. You have the mountain that turns into the Paramount logo, turns into the mountain in Indiana Jones. Stuff like that. It's the open. What is the first thing we see to let the reader, to let the audience member in the movie theater know where we are? Jericho, the floor is yours. A lost Arnold movie that is the most Arnold movie of all time. What is the opening image?
The opening image is a car chase.
I don't know how to spell Schwarzenegger off the top of my head.
Schwartz. Isn't it SCHRA? Wait, SCHW. AR.
Schwarzenegger.
T. Whoa.
In a car chase.
So what?
Where is this? Where are we?
This is LA, 1980s, the old Ford Crown Vic police cars. High speed through alleys.
Who's chasing him? Is someone chasing him or is he chasing them?
He's chasing someone. He's chasing a known street level drug dealer.
Okay.
Who's kidnapped a girl.
And what is this? What is the drug dealer driving?
The drug dealer's driving a mid 80s Cadillac.
Okay. I don't know how to spell Cadillac either. Guys, I'm a good speller. I promise.
I think
I don't have my
CADILLAC. What kind of word is that? What kind of word is Cadillac?
Cadillac? I think that's. Is it French? Because I think Chevrolet is French. Cadillac. I don't know what Cadillac is. Huh. I don't know. A drug dealer driving a 80s Cadillac. The drug dealer has a woman hostage.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Go. Let's see what happens. Okay, so what did we get? So, so it'll generate you tons of images. Okay. He's on top of the car. There's a woman driving, and there's no drug dealer.
No, he's definitely driving, but he has a gun out the window.
Okay. So the bad guy's driving this Cadillac with the woman hostage, but Arnold is somehow sticking his head out the back of this car.
Come here.
So Arnold, please explain to me. Oh, I got another thing we can add to this. Here we go. Hold on. We're gonna interview Arnold about this movie. Okay, here he is. So Arnold, the opening scene of what was it? What was this movie called again, Jericho? It was called Death. Was it Death on the Sunset Strip, or what the hell was the name of this movie? It was something like that.
Damn it. Heat. No, because that's already a movie.
That's already a movie.
L.A. Heat.
L.A. Heat.
Yeah.
All right. L.A. Heat. So
LA
Arnold,
Heat. Yeah.
What the opening scene for L.A. Heat? I heard this was hard to film, and I remember the first time I saw this. I was in middle school. We rented it, and I never understood why, how you were able to hold on to the Cadillac as the drug lord Diego was driving Rochelle there. How did you hold on? I heard it was one of the most dangerous stunts you've ever done.
Yeah. Have you seen my biceps?
I have. A lot of people have.
There's the answer right there. So I hold on to everything. Hold on to the car, the guns there, my housekeeper's backside. I hold on to everything with his big arms there.
All right.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So Arnold is hanging on for dear life on the back of this Cadillac, not driving his own car, as we requested from the image generation. I do like the composition of this. There's got the one palm tree in the third and the sun right behind his head. It's pretty good. The palm tree in the top left, terrible decision, Grok. Terrible.
That's what makes it LA, is that palm tree.
Hold on. I'm going to tell. I told the image generator, put Arnold in a helicopter. Let's see what it does. There you go.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Yeah. I told him, hold it right there.
Wait a minute. So you got Arnold in the Cadillac and Arnold in the helicopter in this one now. We can't do this. Oh, was there a plot twist where he had an evil twin at the start of the movie, right? Was that a thing?
Yeah, they were separated at birth.
Oh, so is this like in the Twins with Danny DeVito? Is this the Twins cinematic universe?
Yeah, this is Action Twins. This is what I wanted it to be called, but they were like, Arnold is not going to sell and all that there. So I was like, call it LA Heat, because when LA it's really hot here. And then the helicopter was like flying, and then it was like Arnold say something, clever, funny there, and I was like, well, this time the chopper is going to get to you. Yeah.
That was I remember watching the trailer, and it was that guy who does the great trailer voices, and they give away the whole movie in the trailer, and then at the end they show this part where the helicopter overtakes the car, and he says, and this time the chopper's going to get to you.
Yeah. Remember, get to the chopper, all of that.
Yeah, so that is the opening image of it was originally called Death on Sunset, and then they changed it to what? LA Heat?
Yeah, LA Heat.
Okay. So then what was the theme of this movie? Because he's hunting down the drug dealer, and his own twin brother betrayed him. So he had to kill his twin brother, and then the drug dealer got away. So what was the theme here? What was it?
Well, actually, it's a common misconception about the script there. This drug dealer killed my brother. Even though my brother was a bad guy, he's still my brother. So I'm like, you're not going to kill my brother because he's my brother. And then I was like, I'm going to kill you. Yeah. And the whole movie, I'm chasing him around here, there, all over Los Angeles and LA because, the LA Heat there. And then we're chasing him, and I get into the shower and into the Cadillac, and we're going down the street there, and everything was crazy. Yeah. But basically, he killed my brother. You can't do that to my brother.
Huh. Hold on. So I'm going to get to that part. So Arnold Schwarzenegger gets revenge for his brother on the Brencher's brother on the Los Angeles drug dealer Diego on the streets
Yeah.
of LA. He has massive weapons.
Yeah, and then I'm chasing, I go to this gang neighborhood, and they all get in the street, like, where you going? You can't come through here. I'm like, get out of my way now, I'm going to hurt you. And of course, they don't listen, so I'm throwing guys here, I'm throwing guys there.
Right, so this was the next scene when you started infiltrating the gang neighborhood.
Yeah. I didn't have a gun in my asshole.
Hold on. Arnold faces off against the drug lord Corey Feldman. That's what they said in the chat. So we're gonna change it up. Oh, so the AI is
fucking huge.
The AI is not.
He's
not giving us Corey Feldman. I like the shot here though. So the thing about it generating celebrities, I think they have to be like famous. So there's tons of images and tweets and links about him. And Corey Feldman, like we all know who he is, but like his web presence, you know what I mean? It's probably not as many images of it. So but
maybe The Rock.
Well, it was Corey Feldman, but he was in prosthetic Arnold makeup. Remember that, Jericho?
Yeah. I remember I was there.
Duh.
I was there.
Now, yeah, so he was in a latex Arnold mask, but the muscles on Corey Feldman, those were all real.
Which was kind of weird. It did look kind of weird. Most of it Arnold and then Corey's arms. So that was different. But he chased the drug dealer into the gang neighborhood, and he paid the gang members, hey, if you take care of Arnold, I'll pay you, $2 million. So now you have like the Bloods and the Crips standing in between, Arnold and, well, I'm sorry, he's here. Yeah, thank you. So they pays the drug dealer, they get Arnie and give you $5 million. Kill him now. And then so they go out there, hey, you're not going anywhere. I'm like, yeah, I'm going there. And then we'll fight and they shoot them, and of course I don't have to reload because I'm Arnold. And I'm throwing the guys in the car and I'm kicking them in the face, and they got the pit bulls. They let them go and I kick the dogs in the air. It's crazy.
Now,
but then I got in trouble from Peter because I really kicked the dog a couple times and the dog died. Yeah.
It doesn't sound very good, Arnold. It does remind me of when you said "fuck your freedom" to everybody.
Yeah, screw your freedoms.
Yeah, screw your freedom. My bad.
Sorry.
This is a brain fart. Is that what that was?
Yeah, it was a Bavarian Bratwurst beer brain fart.
Yeah. That is not good. That sounds awful.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so we got through the opening image. We got what did we get through now? So he's on the streets of LA. His twin brother was killed by Corey Feldman, and then but no. His twin brother is Corey Feldman in an Arnold suit. That's right.
Yeah.
Right. So the setup for this whole thing. So the setup is he's a tough street cop and he's got to take down Diego's gang. What did Diego do? What do you think Diego does? His big thing.
Well, it started a long time. It started when Arnold was a beat cop. And then, they were kind of mirroring each other's careers. Arnold's just getting started. Diego's just getting started, hand-to-hand, dime bag stuff here and there. But Arnold starts to bust him, and he starts going up the ladder. So they developed almost a level of respect, the adversaries, law versus the lawless. And but it gets bigger. People start getting killed. More and more people are getting hurt by the drugs that he sells. So then him and Arnold become enemies. And Arnold's brother, the twin, they were separated at birth. He went down the wrong path. Diego shot him in the back and killed him. And then that's when Arnold's like, I don't care what he did. He's my brother.
All right.
There goes the revenge plot. And then Diego, once he finds out that Arnold's after him, he knows it's going to end badly.
So right after this scene, the Corey Feldman twin brother, Corey Feldman's character gets killed. So he's only in the movie like the first 5 minutes. So
yeah,
then
we
this
just need
is a
him.
Revenge tale. This is a revenge.
Yeah, we need him to establish, that it's something that he cared about. Maybe some flashbacks to the gym together. High-fiving after a good deadlift or some shit like that. Drinking protein shakes, baby birding protein shakes and creatine into each other's mouth. And then, like there was a friend of his. It was his brother. Not only his brother, but his best friend. And to have him killed and taken away, that was the last good thing he had in his life. He was divorced. His kids don't talk to him. You know, he lives in a shitbox apartment eating yesterday's pizza. You know, throwing said pizza and Pepto-Bismol and a warm beer into a blender, drinking it for breakfast. You know, he's really in the dumps. His partner shows up. Hey, man, geez, opens the blinds. Like, geez, what are you doing to yourself, man? It's disgusting in here. You go, hey, I like it. I like it that way. Yeah.
All right. So,
but
no, I was going to say, so we'll get to that scene where he confronts Diego in the very beginning of the movie, but Diego gets away. So we're gonna see if we can confront Diego in an alleyway.
Oh, nice lighting. Very prostituting.
Well, I wrote that there was a magenta light and a blue rim light, but I wrote that there was a drug dealer and a woman in a skimpy dress.
So that's going to turn into a blue rim job. That's what that's going to turn.
But where's Diego? Oh, here. Hang on. Add Diego the drug dealer.
Son of a bitch.
Let's see if we can add Diego. We can't get Diego.
Why is everybody pointing guns at each?
Well, I said they were confronting each other.
Okay, well, that has to.
Okay, we'll go with this one. So Arnold is a cop. This is when Arnold was a young cop. This is what you were talking about. This is the flashback scene.
Yeah.
And Diego was a cop early on the Drug Enforcement Task Force, but really he was helping run drugs. And Arnold busted him with, what was the hooker's name again? I forgot her name. It was like...
it was Daisy.
Daisy, right. The hooker with the heart of gold. Arnold caught him slapping her around because she was going to tell on him for all the drug stuff he was doing as a cop. Because he finally promised her he was going straight and they were going to be able to buy a house and all that. He was going to pull her out of the gutter. And Arnold confronted him in the alleyway. That's right. So.
Yeah, and they're like, you put your gun down. You put
your gun down first.
You put your gun down. And then and Daisy's like, somebody's shooting me. This is ridiculous. So, that's kind of where they parted ways. He found out he was dirty, and of course, Arnold is he has such integrity.
Wait a minute. Sorry, I found the homoerotic version.
It's like a gay Indian drug dealer.
Yeah, that's Diego. Sorry, that was an early screen test. This is the real.
That's what pissed him off. He found out Diego was a gay dude. And he was like, we're in the car together, and so he couldn't handle that. And so he's like, get out of here. He's like, either put that brown down, put that stinker down, or we can't be partners. And he's like, fuck that. And he was he was on the tape. He was on the tape.
Right.
And I think it's important. I think it's important to have a scene where, there was some kind of slow motion. No, Diego, no. And some girl got shot. Arnold, sits up in his bed, cold sweats, sits on the side of his bed, lights a cigarette, takes a swig of last night's beer, and smokes and fucking, takes a mouthful of pills, no liquid. He just puts them in his mouth and chews them up, which would taste horrific. You ever had a ibuprofen or something stay on your tongue too long? But, to Arnold, it's whatever. I'm so dead inside. My taste buds are dead. So I just eat pain pills.
Right. Yeah. Hold on a second. Yeah. So here's where he confronts Diego, and then Daisy's in the background. And he's telling Daisy, you got to get away from this guy. And then in the dream, Diego goes away, but then Daisy turns the gun on Arnold and shoots him. She shoots him.
But it was a through and through, though.
Right. She shot him, and then he wakes up. He wakes up from a nightmare.
Yeah. A little more comfortable than I imagined him. Yeah.
Hold on. He's screaming in. Here we go. Now he looks mad. Now he looks mad, and his head is glowing blue for no reason.
And he's like he's crying.
I like how it wrote his name here and put energy on it. No, this is it. This is it here.
Wait, but can you have him like sitting on the side of the bed? Or does it have to be like?
Sure. No. Arnold sits on the. I don't have my glasses on. Hold on. Arnold sits on the side of the bed.
None the miser Daisy was dyslexic. She didn't know. She didn't know she was supposed to.
Okay, Arnold sits on the side of the bed, pensive. Okay, so he wakes up from the bad dream.
Yeah, there you go. Not
Let's see.
shoeless.
Hold on. In his
Gabe.
PJs. Hold on. We got to put him in his pajamas.
His underwear. He doesn't wear pajamas. He wears underwear.
I like these. This is the 50s sitcom dad outfit, you know.
Yeah, that's the 2 separate beds in the bedroom for mom and dad.
Brain blast. I have no idea why his head was glowing blue. Playing with the image generators, the AI stuff is hilarious to me. So let's see. So he wakes up pensive. He's very upset, and he realizes, see, this is the catalyst. Because for a long time, so that's your next step in the story, is the catalyst. You know, the thing that happens that's going to send him on the hero's journey was his brother being killed by Diego, and then Daisy betraying him. And she did shoot him. He did recover. And now he's like, he let that go because I'm a police officer. He follows the law. He's not going to go get revenge. But he realizes that Daisy and Diego, they call themselves Double D, by the way. Criminal element. Double D, Daisy. Hi, I'm Daisy, part of Double D. And he realizes, no, he does have to go out there because they're pushing drugs on kids and all kinds of bad stuff out there.
People are dying.
Right.
The violence is getting out of hand. There's shootouts by the schoolyards. You know, it's getting bad. And Arnold, he can do something about it, so he has to do something about it.
Let's see. Sorry, I'm writing a prompt for what we're going to do next. So he's going to gear up. So he goes. He's going to gear up and get all the stuff he needs, all the face paints and all that.
Well, he has a buddy who owns a sporting goods store, and his son OD'd on the drugs that Diego was pushing. So he says, "Hey, man, take whatever you need." Because there's nothing better than an 80s gear up scene in a fucking sporting goods store. Nothing. Because the sporting goods store has everything you need. And I love it.
Hold on, let me see. Okay. Oops. I'll paste that in here. So he gears up, gets on his Harley, and he's on his way to destroy evil. Let's see what it gives me. There you go. I like.
It's like 8 guns on it. Why are those suppressors so big?
Let's see. Let's look for something goofy in here. Oh, I like this one. He has 3 arms.
Two to hold the handlebars, one to hold the gun.
Okay, no, here's a good one. He's driving around pointing a tiny pistol at people.
Yeah, a little starter pistol.
Hold on. I'm going to add something to it.
Like 27 guns on his back.
I just wrote Oakley Blade sunglasses, and it started doing sunglasses. Never mind. We'll leave it at Arnold. Okay, so he gets the shit. We'll try it again. Okay, so he gets on the bike. He's all geared up and he's ready to go. He's ready to smash evil. So then what happens? You know, we got I like Death on Sunset. They changed it to LA Heat, which I felt was apropos for 90s slop, but you know, it wasn't, you know. So his brother, what was his brother's name again? He was like, wasn't he like Mortimer?
His name was Hans.
Oh, Hans. Yeah. Mortimer was his cousin. You're right.
Hans, Arnold and Hans. We hit the pump. You up? Yeah. It was really sad. He went to Diego's hideout. He wasn't there, but he went to the cabin in the mountains. It's kind of his hideout, and he hired a bunch of guns. Don't let him get me. Don't let him get me. You know, so those guys were kind of, you know, the nameless, faceless henchmen who must be destroyed so we can get to Diego.
And now, who was up in the mountain cabin? Wasn't like his old, like the sage, like his old advisor?
It was a sergeant who mentored them in the police force, and they all used to go up there every summer for their annual fishing trip. But then he got cancer and died. So Arnold stopped going there, but Diego turned it kind of into his hideout, if you will. You know, with lots of guns and drugs there. Oh. That's where he'd meet up with some of his, buyers and whatnot.
Okay, but when he went out to the force, he didn't go right to Diego's lair, right? He went out there and he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna camp for a little bit, get the lay of the land, practice my bow shooting skills, things like that." I remember that. It was a fun like training montage. He did the gear up montage, and then he did the training montage.
Well, the training montage was like at the base of the mountains.
Right.
You know, once he gets there, it's kind of like no footprints, no campfires or anything like that. He's going in silent. And he started, you know, taking those guys out one by one. It was bloody, but it was necessary. He had, he kidnapped the girl.
Right.
He kidnapped the nice girl in his building where he lived, who was always nice to him. Hey, Mister. Well, hold on a second. Oh yeah. We keep saying Arnold Schwarzenegger, but his character's name was Jack Storm.
Jack Storm.
Yeah.
This is the Jack Storm series.
And the girl's like, "Hey, Mr. Storm. Yeah, how are you there? Here, I brought something for you." And he got her, like, you know, a little candy. "Hey, you know what? You act tough, but you're really a nice guy." And he goes, he winks at her, "Don't tell anybody."
Right.
And so Diego saw him being nice to that girl. And that's why he took her and kidnapped her. And Mr. Storm.
And he was dating this girl before Diego kidnapped her. And when he's up there practicing shooting arrows and hanging out and just getting like one with nature before he goes in for the kill, he dreams a lot. He has like a waking dream, visions of her.
Vivid dreams.
Yeah. What was her name? Marissa, right? She was the blonde. Yeah. And they would go camping together and stuff. Remember? And then I don't know why she would dress like that. But
that's what he demanded.
He's like, "Here, put this on."
Yeah, you can't shoot the arrow good without your tits.
There you go. We got to get him shirtless. So she would hold the bow, as one does. You hold the bow for your.
Well, she didn't hold it. She would like stroke the bow like that. Right. He's like, "All right, I get it.
Marissa, after I kill Diego, we'll get married and have kids."
Yeah, after I kill this animal, I'm going to kill your cat. Yeah.
So what?
Kill your vagina. I mean vagina.
So what have we got so far? We got Arnold Schwarzenegger is a tough Los Angeles cop
who's fucking ripped.
He hunted down Diego. I forgot his last name. Diego Monteverde. He's named after the island in Commando.
Monteverde.
Diego Monteverde. Who works with Daisy. And they are double D. They are the big drug dealers in Los Angeles.
But they're romantic. They're an item.
And his brother Hans was killed by Diego. And then Daisy shot Arnold, who is Jack Storm or John Storm? I forgot.
Jack Storm.
Right.
But when she shot him, it was through and through.
Right.
Like it didn't hit any major organs or anything like that.
And then one thing I liked about him being Jack Storm is the bad guys refer to him as the weatherman because he's a storm. And he would say, "My forecast for you is like some weather devastation. You know, it's a hurricane of bullets, you know."
Yeah. My forecast is lead shower.
Or the time he shot that truck filled it, like in T2, he shoots the truck with a liquid nitrogen. He froze that guy, but in this movie, and he said, "My forecast for you is an ice storm," and he froze the shit out of that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's all, my forecast is my foot in your asshole. And then he just starts kicking dudes right in their asshole. He kicks them so hard in their asshole that they die. And well, I think what it was is that the cabin, that's where he went to heal up after his through and through. And she would bring him food and stuff, very a la Yo Jimbo. And she brought him food, to heal him up. She'd bring him a little punani too, because that helps. And then next thing you know, he's training with her because she has to take on Daisy. Can't have Arnold kicking the shit out of some chick. So he brings her along. She's training too. She's going to beat the shit out of Daisy.
Yeah. I'm trying to get to that scene because they do all this training and there's all this intensity. And you know what you need sometimes after some intensity? You need R&R.
Yeah.
Some release, some relaxation.
Yeah, yeah.
There was a hot tub scene. Right.
With the arrow.
Luke, I bet
I put it down.
He can't put it
down. Put it down. You're going to have to suck me with the bow and arrow in my hands. I can't put it down.
Look at this shit. I'm Mr. Storm. Hail to me.
And she like rubs her fingers over his scar. He healed up nice.
Right.
And starts the saxophone music.
Yeah, and then, to Arnold's credit, he wanted more kids to see his movie, so they didn't do it in the hot tub. It just faded to black, which is good.
Yeah, it just did a close-up on the water, and then a condom goes, bloop, and it bubbles. Cut. Next scene.
Okay.
Didn't want to make it too
Missouri.
gross.
Missouri Johnson. Daisy looks like. Oh, Daisy is the villain. The one with the brown hair. She's double D. She works with Diego. Daisy Diego. This is Marissa. How would he call her when he really? I mean, they had a cute relationship, him and Marissa, and he had that little nickname for her. What did he call her? I forgot.
He called her Rissy Poo. That's what he called her.
Right.
Rissy Poo. But they broke up because he wouldn't commit. You know, he's all about his career. The Force.
Hold on. Captain Arudo says the sex scene faded to black. Still hear all of it. So it's a black screen for 10 minutes. You just hear, nah.
So the kids can still watch it. Yeah.
Right. Well, yeah, Marissa was the maid at the cabin. Yeah. His rich police captain, whose cabin this was originally, it was Captain Wild. What a name, by the way. Captain Wild, he died in the line of duty.
And that was her dad.
Yeah,
Marissa's dad.
Marissa Wild, that's right.
Yeah.
And so when they're fooling around inside the cabin, she takes her dad's picture and lays it down. I like that move in TV shows where there's a picture of like mom or dad and they'll lay it down.
Yeah. Because they're still gonna do it in here. We just don't want our parents.
So now the picture can't watch you, but the picture has to listen to the whole thing.
Yeah, it's different. It's not as bad if you listen. Everybody knows that.
I feel like it's just as bad.
I feel like it's better if you're just listening.
It might be worse because now you're filling in the blanks with your imagination.
It's always better to fill in the blanks with your imagination.
Oh, Kevin said, "Oh, I knew Captain Wild. He was strict but fair. Yes,
he was. Boy, he had a temper on him, but usually you deserved it."
Well, when John Storm Arnold joined the force, he was
Jack
a loose
Storm.
cannon. Or Jack Storm. He was a loose cannon. He did things his own way. He was always playing out of bounds, outside the rules, and more than once he had to turn in his badge and he was suspended. Turn in your gun, turn in your badge.
I'll play devil's advocate for the captain because he got sick and tired of going to bat for him with the mayor. The commissioner was breathing down his neck, and he couldn't keep him off his ass any longer. So he told him repeatedly, "You got 24 hours to bring him down."
Right.
That's as long as I can give you, or you're going to get fired. The mayor's coming down on you. So the captain told him, "Look, the mayor's breathing down my neck." He didn't care. He kept doing it. So what do you expect the captain to do? He has to suspend him. Give me your badge and your gun. This is bullshit, Captain. Yeah, tell it to your union rep.
I like how the guy doesn't look like Arnold anymore. He's just like a blonde, handsome guy.
Yeah, it's like Scott Eastwood. Wait, I'm supposed to be in the hot tub there. I'm supposed to be in there.
All right. So then suddenly, let's see. A gangster kidnaps the...
Is there a fire in the hot tub?
Starting to look that way.
Look, is there a fire in the hot tub? I love it.
A gangster kidnaps the blonde woman.
Yeah.
Arnold.
Or Jack, is that you? Jack?
Right.
Not Jack.
I'm going inside to get a towel.
No, he went to get more firewood.
Oh, that's right.
And then she, closed her eyes and rested her head on the edge of the hot tub. Jack, is that you? Jack? And he says, Jack, I'm coming. No, like I'm coming, and then I'm coming over there. So
hold on. I'm gonna have to make an all-new prompt here. But yeah, go ahead. But what happened after that? She got kidnapped, or what happened?
She got kidnapped. They hopped in the truck and they just went flying down the mountain. So of course he takes the angle where him running on foot is just as fast as them in the car. So then he fucking cuts them off, like a couple hundred yards down the hill because the road zigzags. It's not just straight down. So he cuts them off a couple hundred yards down the way and jumps on the hood of the car. And they're like swerving, trying to get off. Get him off of there! I'm trying. And then boom, boom, they shoot a few rounds through the roof. He hangs off the side. They miss him. Get him! And then she's fighting in there. Ah, bitch! And slap her. She's because he taught her how to be a badass. He taught her, put your keys in your hand, all that kind of shit. So she's feisty. To be with a guy like that, she's got to be feisty to the world. So they shoot the roof. I think I got him. And so they think they're good to go. But then the camera pans down. He's holding underneath the car, like, to the chassis and shit. And then he pulls his gun, boom, boom, shoots the guy on her left through the floor, goes through his feet, and then his torso. He's dead. And then caps the other guy on the other side of her. So it's just her and the driver now. Why her head's sticking out of the windshield.
Oh, hold on. I'm trying to find one that has the car is in front.
And he's on the roof.
Right.
That's how it started. Then he ended up.
Right.
I think we lost him. Somebody said that.
Well, I don't have the full chase scene, but then, when Diego showed up in a cop car, that was the thing. Like, oh, the police are coming to the cabin to check on something. Like, oh, hey, there was a disaster around here and something. And that's when they kidnapped her. That Arnold got her back. And then they jump out, Arnold and Marissa, or Rissipoo. And then they're running through the forest, and the cop car's kind of chasing them, but he can't keep up. There's too many logs and rocks and trees in the way. So this was a pretty intense scene because they almost got ran over.
There was a sheriff who responded to shots fired. He's like, hey, what are y'all boys doing over here? And then Diego pulled his gun, shot the sheriff.
Right.
But he didn't shoot the deputy. And then he hopped in the car. And then after.
Come on. You must come now. Oh, boy. Okay, I didn't get what you were saying there, though.
It's Jack again. We just came back from the Black Rainbow. Okay.
Right. So then I don't remember how they get away from Diego's. He drives the cop car after them. Did they jump off a cliff or did they? I don't even remember what the hell they did. It's been so long since I've seen this one.
No, he pushed her out of the way. Go. He that wants me. It's me he's after. Go call General Kirby. Tell him I need him here, General Kirby. And then she's like, Jack, no. Go. And so she's going to get help, reinforcements. And come on, it's me you want. Diego, you piece of shit. And Diego stops, but he still has the headlights on.
Hold on, I'm typing it in. I'm trying to type. Okay, so I got a little prompt here. Let's see what it gives us. Oh, what happened? Did I hit the wrong one? Hold on. I must have hit the wrong button. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's right. So yeah, he punched the car, and somehow it dislodged the alternator, so the battery wasn't charging up anymore. And the cop car stopped, and then Diego jumped out, and they got into a fight.
Yeah, and they're kind of like they were kind of going around in a circle, sizing each other up in the headlights of the car, and then Diego pulls a knife, and he I'm sick of you. And it
was the knife that he got from Captain Wild when he also killed Captain Wild.
Yeah, it's a knife it used to be on the mantle in the cabin, and it was missing, and they couldn't find the murder weapon, but he knew that was it. And then Diego tells him, why couldn't you just let me be on the take? Why'd you have to turn me in, you son of a bitch? You're supposed to be my partner. He's like, you're supposed to do the right thing. You made me do that. I didn't want to do that. Everything was fine. Why didn't you come to me? Why didn't you come to me if you had problems with money? I would have helped you out. Because I knew you wouldn't help me, man. I knew you wouldn't. You're always by the book. You're always following the rules. I don't follow the rules, man. I only became a cop because you wanted me to. What? I thought this is what you wanted.
And then that crazy lightning storm started. And he said, what did he say? I see you didn't even forecast that or something like that. The jet storm.
And he goes, yeah, I did. I brought it here for your asshole. And he grabbed it and shoves it up his asshole. And Diego, he's like, Diego, I thought this is what you wanted. I think you wanted to be a police officer. And he goes, the only thing I want now is for you to die.
Ooh.
And then the knife fight ensues. But Arnie doesn't have a knife, so he just takes his leather jacket off and wraps it around his arm.
Right.
And fucking does his best,
They have. Let's see if we'll just do it from this. They have a knife fight. Let's see. Let's see if it'll keep that. Oh, okay. They're fighting with knives. Oh, look, we got knives.
The knife gets struck by lightning.
Oh, the knife gets hit by lightning right here. Wow.
Yeah. See, it doesn't even hurt me.
Oh, wow.
I don't even care.
Right.
I don't even care. Yeah, shit got crazy. The lightning got struck. It split in half, so then Arnold took both halves of the knife and said, "Isn't this striking?" And then boom, shoved him into his torso and then twisted him.
Right. Yeah.
I loved you like a brother.
Well, that was the end of him. And then Arnold, like, yeah, he's defeated Diego, but then suddenly, a woman with a gun appears. It's Daisy. Daisy.
Bitch Daisy.
Yeah, she comes up with a gun, and she put more clothes on, which is good. She didn't have the skimpy dress anymore.
We can't take her seriously when she's half naked.
So with all her stuff flopping around, and it was cold out. So.
Those double dizzles.
Right. So she points the gun at him, but since he's Jack Storm, he forecasts lightning, and lightning hits her gun, and that gives him a split second to grab the gun and point it back at her now. Right? This was the climax here. He puts the gun in her face.
I took it from you. I took it from you.
Right.
What are you going to do, stupid Daisy?
But then she tries to use her feminine wiles to disarm.
Those wiles work.
Yeah.
Oh, no, please. He forced me to. It's you I love. Come on, Daisy. Don't lie to me now. Put the gun down. Please don't kill me. I would never kill you. I love you too, Daisy, but you went down the wrong path. You were evil. I was the law and you were against the law. You couldn't do it. She's like, I'm so sorry. And it's okay. Come here. She gives him a hug. And then she goes, I didn't want to do this. Do what? And she's going to stab him in the back of the ear. Pow, pow, like the Dirty Harry revolver gun sound. And he goes, he's checking himself for what? And then she falls. And behind her with a smoking barrel is Recipe. Oh, Recipe, thank you.
Oh, come on. I said there was a blonde woman.
Recipe shot that bitch in her back.
Hold on. Add a blonde woman with a 44
huge
mag
bits.
Hold on. Okay, add a blonde woman with a 44 Magnum. Let's see if it just does it. Okay.
We're all shooting together. All right.
I don't know what's happening here. They're fighting over the gun or something like that.
They're shooting it together. They all have their hand on it somewhere.
Heather, I'm sorry if I missed some of your. I'm typing and I'm looking and I'm clicking. If I'm ignoring any of you, I'm sorry. It's the first time we've ever done this and we've never practiced it. So I'll get better. I'll throw in more suggestions. I'm sorry about that.
He told them in this scene, I want you to all put your hands on my penis like this gun here, just like that. What the fuck?
Well, what happens when we pull the trigger?
Well, something will come out, but there won't be a bullet. Messier than that. Yeah.
Remdar, has anyone called him Jerkstorm and died yet? Yeah, one of the thugs near the beginning of the movie. It's like, your time is over, Jerkstorm. I got a forecast for you. And he just shoved a grenade right in the guy's mouth and pulled the pin.
He shoved in his mouth, pulled the pin, and goes, don't lose your head. And then, fucking head blew up everywhere. Smart guy.
Oh, let's see. Yeah. So then, okay. Last one here. So how does Daisy die? Daisy,
Daisy got shot. She got shot in the back by Rissy-Poo.
That's right. Rissy-Poo shot her. Then they all held the gun together as Daisy died slowly.
Yeah, that's how you got to do it.
Yeah.
He's into some weird shit. Some real weird shit.
And I'll show you the final image. Sorry, typing it out.
It really came together at the end. Yeah, thank you, Rissy-Poo, for shooting her in the back here.
Yeah, I really like this movie.
It's better than all the movies on the worst movies ever list we did last week.
Right.
That's for sure.
All right. Okay, this is the final image. Okay, he has to take a break for being a cop for a while. And yeah, they're cruising.
Oh, yeah.
Rissy-Poo and Arnold. He stays strapped at all times.
Not bad.
He's got one in the chamber, and the gun is racked, by the way.
And then
he says, you know what I like about you? You're racked just like my gun. Something like that.
Just like my firearm.
Let's see. Let's see what else it gave us here. Okay.
You know what the similarity is between me and my gun? We both like a good rag.
Yeah, both like a good rag. Like this.
Yeah.
Driving around waving guns in the air, smoking cigars. I like this. They're just the boat's sinking and they don't give a shit.
I don't care. He shot a hole in the bottom. That's how it started sinking.
You know what he would do if the boat started sinking? He just starts shooting the ocean, and the ocean will give his boat back.
Yeah, hey, give it to me.
Here's when they first started dating, when they were so young, when they first started dating. You know? It's a good time. Well, guys, I hope everyone enjoyed. What the hell do we call this movie? LA Heat.
Yeah, LA Heat.
Right. It's like,
I watch it.
You can hold my gun if you want to.
Yeah, but wait, don't hold it. Yeah.
There are many guys. There are many lost movies out there. Just so you know, there are many lost movies out there. We're gonna find them all on this channel. I guarantee.
We're gonna find every single one of them.
I don't think we did bad for just making up bullshit.
Hey, no cinematic stone unturned.
The whole thing with his brother, he never he killed Diego and all that, but he didn't really tell Diego anything about his brother when he killed him. You know, I forgot. At least I didn't catch it. Did you hear him say anything about Diego when he fucking killed him? So
no, but we just made a movie that's better than 90% of the ones that are being funded to the tune of $100-200 million. So we're on to something here, damn it. And this movie was definitely better than War of the Worlds 2025.
I guarantee you in 5 years, and it already exists, but it takes a lot more doing and tweaking. In 5 years, I'll write those prompts in and they'll be animated. And you can already do that, but it would take hours to come up with it and get it the way you wanted. But, you know, we'll be doing the show in a couple years and we'll just type them in and we'll get the scene of the movie we want. How fun will that be, right? You know?
That'd be great, man. This we're witnessing the beginning of the death of Hollywood. And it's great because not only can AI generate perfect images and, you know, seemingly perfect storylines and stuff, but it's going to open up the playing field to a lot more people. Anybody who's computer savvy or who wants to put in the time to learn can start cranking out some pretty decent shit. And sorry, Hollywood, you had your chance. Maybe we would come to your defense and go to bat for you and maybe rail against things like this, but you spent too many decades spitting in our face, telling us how shitty we were, and trying to pervert our kids and getting on your award shows and telling us how much greater you are than us. So you burned that bridge. You burned it and pissed on the ashes, and there's no coming back from that. So AI, do your thing.
Captain Haruno says, after credit scene is Diego laying on the ground and his eyes wide open. Sequel bait. Could be. And
sequel.
None the Miser says LA Heat was Stevie Wonder's directorial debut.
Hey, that's not bad for a blind dude, all right?
Think about what you think about Wants to Know What movie this is. It's a lost Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. It's called LA Heat. And Arnold played a cop back in the 80s. And his partner, Diego, was the notorious drug dealer Double D. Him and his girlfriend Daisy. She's a stripper with a heart of gold. And he couldn't go straight. Even though he was a cop, he was actually dealing drugs. And he kills Arnold's twin brother, who was played by Corey Feldman in a latex mask. And his name was Hans Storm. It was Jack Storm. Yeah, Jack Storm was the character Arnold played. And anyway, Arnold is like a cop and things are going fine. And he realizes it's not, he didn't want to get Diego because it's it's revenge. But then he realized no, Diego's out there harming children with drugs and all this, stuff he's doing. So he goes on a quest. He goes into the forest to his old mentor's cabin. His mentor was Captain Wild. I forget his first name. And I think it was Rex Wild. All these guys have badass names. And his beautiful daughter, Marissa Wild. So she was the forbidden fruit. But now that the chief is dead, he can date the daughter. And anyway, he goes into his secret lair in the forest. Diego has his secret lair in this other old cabin in the forest. Kills all the guards, breaks in. There's a car chase. Oh, they kidnap Marissa with a stolen cop car, the bad guys. Arnold chases the cop car down on foot Then there's a knife fight. He kills Diego, but then Diego's girlfriend, Double D, Daisy, she shows up, puts a gun on Arnold's face, but then Arnold takes a gun. She sweet talks to Arnold and not killing her, but then she goes to kill Arnold. And then Marissa pops out of nowhere and shoots her in the back and saved the day. And now they're on a yacht in the tropics. So
Doing it.
There you go.
Literally doing it.
The most complicated movie ever. I think it's pretty straightforward for 80s action movies.
Dude, not a lot of questions.
Captain, no, it's Rex Wild. It's Richard. Well, you're right, Captain Roto. It's Richard, and his nickname was Rex. So the plaque on his office is like Captain Richard Rex Wild. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Dick Wild. His name is Richard Wild.
Dick Wild.
Dick Wild.
Stripper with a shovel of gold. Look at it. Okay, funny guy. Okay, watch this.
That's delusion.
Will you please tell him what's going to happen to the Raiders this year?
The Raiders are going to say, Detroit Lions, move over. We're going 0-17. We're going to take that crown. They're going to be a winless pile of shit in the desert because the Raiders learned nothing. They got, what's the name? Gianti. Doing great. Yeah, doing great in the preseason. That's it. So he runs into a real defense. Geno Smith. That's your quarterback. Geno Smith. And you brought in Pete Carroll. So the Raiders will probably do good for like 4 or 5 weeks. You know, when they get a new coach. And then they'll shit the bed for the rest of the season like they always do.
Look at this empty Raider stadium because nobody wants to go to their game because they're 17 games.
But they have no fans in Vegas. Nobody has fans from Vegas because Vegas is a transient town. It's built off of visitors.
Just Raider fan. Look at these Raider fans. Look at this. pero like I thought the Raiders were gonna win this year.
Hey, those are the hot ones. That's a hot Raider
fan. She is the sexiest Raider fan, by the way.
10.
If you're at a Raider tailgate, this is a fucking 11, Jericho.
Yeah. Because the rest of them are a bunch of dog-faced bitches.
Yeah. So yeah, this is the future for the Raiders.
That's it.
Raiders.
That's your top breeding stock right there.
It's a star player. Just look at his black face paint is running like mascara when a girl's crying at a party.
No, it's from him deep throating somebody's ding dong. That's how he got this fucking too.
Johnny Truth saying, "Test, you're here, Johnny Truth. We see you."
Look at this piece of shit right here.
Oh, the sequel to this Arnold movie is L.A. Heat 2, Hotter Heat. That's right.
That's the hottest Heat. That's part 3. My bad.
I found out you can only find that on Laserdisc. You know,
and there's only 6. They only made 6 of them.
Right. Yeah.
You better start looking.
Yeah. Think about what you think about it. It says, we find out the baby's gender on 22. Don't you mean you assign the baby's gender?
Actually, let the baby choose its own gender. And by the time your baby's 2, it can decide what gender it wants to be.
Look at this. Look at this. This shit here. Diesel's trying to start some rumor that I switched from the Broncos to the Raiders.
Never. Dude, not only would your man card be taken, but it would be incinerated if you switch sports teams after the age of 18.
And you switch to your team's hated rival?
That's even worse. That's like a player going to its team's divisional rival. Like, you bitch ass. You could have went anywhere else. But yeah, switching teams. I mean, you have until you're 18. Kids, you're free to do whatever you want. You live under different rules. But when you cross into adulthood, nah. You got who you got, and even if it's decades of losing, that's what it is.
Hold on, I'm working on
life as a sports fan. You can't hop teams towards winning, you piece of shit, you communist.
Hold on. I got one for you. Here we go. What is this? I guess they're fighting. He's kicking him.
Like kicking him in his tank.
Now they're playing soccer. Yes, he's just kicking the Raiders all over the field, the Bronco guy. So there you go. I wrote in there that he was kicking the Raider through the field goal post, but he couldn't figure it out.
So. Only a pinko kami cocksucker would switch teams.
Yeah, you can't do that. You cannot switch.
It's a no-go, bitch.
Oh, now, whoa. Controversy. Now Diesel's saying that you're the one that told him I switched teams.
No, believe me, I'd go public with that information because any man that would do that should be publicly shamed. So no, I don't think Gabe would do that.
Captain Haruno wants to know if the Arizona Cardinals, are any good lately. Guess my team.
Not if they're still the Arizona Cardinals.
No, the Arizona Cardinals have been bad since the 1930s. They're doing a century of badness.
Yeah, and now that they have a 5-foot quarterback, it's going to get worse.
Right. They got
Kyler
that little
Murray's
guy.
fucking tiny.
That
Tiny
little what's his like hefty Smurf or something? He's out there, that quarterback for Arizona.
I mean, he can scramble and shit. Like, he is fast and he can throw, but I mean, he's fucking short.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was fun. It went a little faster than I thought. You want to make a movie poster? I think that'd be an interesting thing to try and do. I don't know. Let's see. Hold on.
I mean, I can picture it.
Have you guys seen the original John Carpenter's Assault on Precinct 13? Amazing. If you haven't seen it, the Raiders gear reminding me of Elliot. No, I haven't. Now I know there was an assault. Oh, go ahead.
Is it the one with Ethan Hawke? That he was in it, and Ja Rule's in it. If so, I have seen that one. I met Ja Rule before too.
Really? What was he like?
He was really cool. I would talk to him about that movie and stuff, and he was saying that more people recognize him from that movie than his music. Strangely enough. But if that's the one you're talking about, yeah, I have seen it. It was good. Wasn't Lawrence Fishburne in it too?
I've never seen it.
Or am I thinking of something else? But yeah, I saw them. It's been years, but yeah, I have seen it.
Okay, I'm gonna make a movie poster for LA Heat. Give me a second because I have to use my microphone, so it might make me silent on the show when I turn on my mic to type into here.
1976. That's the original. Okay. But yeah, the remake in 2005 was Lawrence Fishburne.
Okay. I'll have to check it out. The original John Carpenter Assault on Precinct 13. Love John Carpenter. He makes great movies. Give me 1 second to try and make this movie poster. Arnold is a Los Angeles police officer armed with many weapons, a rocket launcher, a machine gun, period. He chases a drug dealer in a 1980s Cadillac through the forest, period. He has a blonde, beautiful woman with him in beautiful clothes. Arnold Schwarzenegger is driving a motorcycle, and the gangster is driving the Cadillac, period. Also in the Cadillac is a brunette woman who is a criminal, period. They shoot guns at Arnold, period. The title of the movie is Okay, can you hear me again?
Yeah.
Am I back?
Yep.
Am I back?
Yep.
Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to yeah. Okay, this thing's talking to me. It's talking to me about making this. Hold on, I'm trying to get it to make this poster. Okay, let's see. All right. Okay, I made the movie poster with my description. Check it out. Hold on, let me throw it up on the screen. LA Heat. Check it out, huh? Not. What do you think? Is it working for you?
I think so, but maybe with the backdrop of LA.
Oh yeah. Let's see. It gave us 2 options. Look at this weird face on Arnold here.
What the fuck?
Oh, hold on. Change the background to LA.
Those angle leads.
Let's see what it does now. It's working. It's going to take it a while. Sometimes if you do a bunch of these in a row, it'll kind of hang up. Okay. Doesn't really look like Arnold.
Yeah, like if you want it to look like LA, it can't look like Arnold.
Okay. Well, there you go. LA Heat. I liked the other one. I liked the forest one because at least it had the logo of the movie, even though it doesn't really look like Arnold. Put the Statue of Liberty in the background.
Yeah, dude, all of them. Statue of Liberty, Mount Rushmore, New York skyline, LA skyline.
Oh, Missouri Johnson says you could hear the whole time. Okay, another time when I hit the text-to-speech thing or the speech-to-text thing, it turned my mic off for the show. But thank you for letting me know that. That's badass now. What's our theme song for the 10th time? Oh, I didn't hear you asking that. Let's just ask it. What would be the theme song to this movie. Write me some lyrics. Okay, I asked it, what's the theme song? Write me some lyrics. We'll see what it says. And I'm going to try and sing these to you guys. Oh, I think it's trying to generate an image. We're stuck in image mode. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Right, so I need to do something different. Give me just a second here. Just a second. It's going to take a second. You want to vamp for me a little bit, Jericho? Please?
Yeah, I think definitely the song, heavy in saxophone, for sure. Definitely classic 80s action movie ending song. It has to be very literal. It has to say exactly what's going on. You know, he tried to clean up the city. His heart was broken. He was betrayed by his friend. Like whatever it is. And these must be the easiest songs for bands to write or groups to write for these movies. Just whatever's happening, sing about that. Lots of saxophone. That's it, man. Guaranteed a fucking 80s action movie. Hey, don't say I never gave you anything. All right.
Okay.
It's the blueprint to success.
Okay. I said, hold on a sec. I got to cut and paste something. If I hit enter, it'll send the message. I don't want to send it just yet. Here is the movie description. Okay. Copy, paste. It's going to write us a song, guys. It's going to write us a song. Okay. LA Heat, verse 1. Under neon skies where the city burns. Arnold's on the hunt and the wheel he turns. I like he turns instead of just the wheel turns.
Yeah.
Roaring on a bike through the forest deep. Chasing down the shadows where the secrets creep. You got to hit that high note there. With a rocket's fire and a machine gun's call. He's a one-man army. He's going to take them all. Lying by his side in the moonlight's gleam. She's his fire, his heart, his American dream. Okay, you got to sing the chorus for me, Jericho. Can you see this?
I can't see it.
Hold on. Here's the chorus. Right here. Can you read it? Oh, I got to drag it on the fucking screen.
Yeah, that would help. LA heat burning through the night. Engines scream on the starless night. Cadillacs running, but they can't get away. Arnold's coming for justice just to make them pay.
Oh, maybe we should sing it like Michael McDonald.
Yeah.
This stuff is so goofy. Oh, and here's the outro.
Very
In the
literal.
city of angels where the shadows fall. Arnold rides for it. I like that he rides forever.
Yeah.
Answering the call with her by his side in the heat of the night. In the heat of the fight? Wow.
Yes, the night, the fight.
I just said
That's
night
right.
because I closed my eyes before I finished the sentence. LA's heat's gonna burn through the endless night. Oh, I see why they changed fight because they couldn't rhyme night with night. Okay, well, guys.
Yes, you can.
Oh, Huey Lewis would be great for this. Right. You know what? I heard Huey Lewis describe his music.
Huey Lewis would be great for anything.
His music, blue-eyed soul. And I thought that was such a great description of Huey Lewis in the news. Oh, well, there you go. There you go, guys. We made a movie, we made a poster, and we made a theme song.
Don't say it can't be done.
This movie
Right.
should actually exist, dude. LA Heat.
LA Heat, it's hot.
I think this worked. We're going to have to try this again. I like this a lot. We'll have to pick like a noir detective, science fiction, a horror movie. We'll have to do all kinds of shit with this thing. And just wait till video's easy to make, you know? Oh, I didn't show you that.
It will be quickly.
Right. One thing I didn't show you guys. Hold on. Let me see if I can get to the image. So when you make images, it'll save some for you. Hold on. I'll show you. I'll show you what I want to do here. Okay. So I'm going to remake that movie poster image. And then I'm going to animate it. Watch this. Okay. Okay. So we made a new movie poster. Look at how great this is. Come on. Come on.
Guns
Now,
and tits.
look at this. Look at this. If I click make video, we can turn this into a video. Watch. It's going to get to, when it gets to 100%, it'll animate this thing somehow. And I don't know how. You can kind of tell it how to animate things, but we'll see. I like it. Look at that. Cadillac is connected to the motorcycle. It's one thing. And the movie's just called Arnold Schwarzenegger.
It's a catacycle.
All right, let's go. Come on, animate it. Let's go. Hold on. Let's get in here. Is he gonna animate it?
Animated fucker.
We'll make it fun. A fun animation. Hold on, guys. You gotta wait. We're so impatient with this stuff now. It's so funny and amazing how this
It's
stuff
been
works.
30 seconds. Hurry up.
It's been 30. It's like when you're standing in front of the microwave and yelling at it.
Eat my food, you magic bot. Eat it faster.
Let's see. This is when I hold on. Where's the play button on this stuff? That was one I made for my granddaughter this afternoon. I told my granddaughter to just describe something to the image generator, and she said a bee eating ice cream. So we made some pictures of bees. So, well, anyway, it's not animating this. I don't know what's wrong. Maybe if I download it. Oh wow. I'm gonna download it and see if that'll play after I download it. Do I have it yet? Does I have it? Okay, let's see. Oh yeah. Okay, I had to. You're gonna fucking love this, dude. Okay, we made our movie. We made LA Heat, dude, and here's the animated poster. Okay, stop screen. I'm gonna share the video file. This is gonna be fucking awesome. You're gonna love this. What is this video called? This video is called Rock Video. Okay, watch this. This is what we got when we animated it. Okay. There it is. Look at that, dude. Did you see that? Let's turn on the sound. Let's see if it has any sound.
Off the fucking hood.
Hold on. Okay, try it again. He fucking jumped and then got in the car.
Oh, naturally. Can't let her drive.
And then what happened to the other girl? Let's see when we lose her. Okay, so there's the brunette. She's behind Marissa. He jumps the bike backwards on the car, and the brunette just ducked. And Diego's gone. They must have been shooting at Diego. So there you go. Guys, that is LA Heat. That's pretty awesome.
Coming to a theater near you.
Okay, I got to end this thing here. Hold on. Stupid thing's just... Okay, so that was that. Let's go back. Were there any other posters that were worth a damn in here? Nah. Okay, that's that. I don't know, guys. What did you think? What did you think of that exercise?
Well, that was great. Just imagine, doing it a few more times.
Look at this. Siskel and Ebert give LA Heat no thumbs at all. Do you know what I saw that was so messed up about this grok thing, dude? I'm not going to click on it because I don't want to get in any trouble. But look at this. When you make a video right here, if you look, oh, I got to share my screen. When you make a video, Jericho. No. Sorry. Share screen. Entire. Okay. When you make a video, you can redo them, and the button's right here. And when you click on it, normal, fun, spicy. If you click spicy, you can write like, she takes her top off and wiggles her boobs. People were making that shit and posting it on Twitter. Like, I'm sorry, you're like nerds and virgins out there, but like, oh boy. I remember the day this came out, I saw people posting weird stuff on Twitter. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Bits.
You can set that. Heather, there are other AI things out there you have to pay and all that. I don't want to pay for anymore. I'm already paying for this one. And it'll make you music and all that as a specialty. I made a video game with this. It's very simple, like Mario Brothers, like running and jumping. Graphics were ugly, but it worked. Spacebar was fire, and then like the arrow keys were up and down, like jump and move, and it worked. And it took like 30 minutes to make a video game just from a description. I've never programmed a game before. and I was able to do that. It was actually kind of amazing. So this stuff is ultra powerful, you know. Then Jody says, "What up, Gabe, Jericho, chat? Have y'all watched? Nobody watched part 2. It was okay. Sharon Stone was a weak link. Well, I would tell Sharon Stone to consider that a divorce. So
consider that a divorce core. I have seen Nobody. I didn't know there was a part 2.
Let's see. I'm getting like a feedback thing on my speakers here, so I might have to jump out and jump back in. So give me a second here. Hold on. Sorry about that.
Hold on.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out and come right back in. Give me 30 seconds. I'll be right back.
A second more than 30 seconds. I'm fucking leaving. But this is going to be fun. This is something that we can do again. Something we will get better at. Something that'll be super funny.
Maybe. Oh, hold on. Let me mute your mic and see. Oh, it's you. I can hear your air conditioner. I was like, what is that? It's not bad. I think it's just like there's a little like. I thought it was something going on in my thing. It's no big deal. I'm running a fan too. Remember, we got up to 80 here in San Diego today.
Well, we got a little higher than that, buddy.
Right. So that was.
What happened?
I was trying to move the window and I hit the close button on my window. Sorry. So what I learned from doing that one was I got to pay more attention to the audience. I really want the audience to throw the improv suggestions out, but like typing it and then selecting the image, like, oh, so I'll have to have like a system in my head to make sure I'm remembering to do what they want me to do. You know what I mean? So we got to
come with time and experience.
Let's see. Johnny Truth says, made out good on my divorce. Not sure if you're joking, but geez, I hope everything is okay. I know a lot.
I hope he did. Shit.
Too many
men don't. So
yeah,
good for you.
Yeah, most men, they go right through the ringer and come out like tenderized meat or something.
Yeah,
Jeez.
so good for you if you did.
Yeah. Heather says, what's your favorite movie of all time, Jericho?
That's a tough one. Man, I don't know if that would take a lot of time, if it's even possible to come up with that answer. Your favorite movie of all time? There's genres and actors, and man, I don't know. I honestly couldn't answer that without, taking a lot of time. That's a big question. Just action movies alone is fucking, I don't know.
Yeah, there's so many that I love that are all tied for first, but I'll make a special spot if I have to pick one for It's a Wonderful Life. I'll say, because I think
definitely one of the greatest movies ever made.
It's got the best message of any movie I've ever seen, and that's why I adore it. And it's well acted, it's funny, just a really well done movie. But the message is just a timeless, important message about love and gratitude. And
you gun cry at the end. You gun cry, and that's that.
None of my just says the prequel to the Jack Storm movie, L.A. Heat, is called L.A. Warmth. And Captain Haruno's right. It's L.A. Preheat. Yeah, it's like you got to preheat the oven. That's right. Yeah. So. Antonio said, I made out good too. I'm alive. Jeez. Johnny Truth says, lost nothing, doing great. Good. So I wrote a joke in college. And you know this as a jokester yourself, Jericho. You will write a joke originally, and then you will see it in a movie or a TV show, or you'll hear someone else tell the same joke. And it happens to comedians all the time. But I wrote a lot of jokes in college because I did a Garfield, Dilbert-style strip for like 2 years. I did hundreds of jokes in the newspaper at school. And one of the jokes I wrote is the two characters. They were two frat boys. One was a monkey. One was a penguin. It was called Higher Education. Multi-award-winning comic strip. I won the highest award you can win in the whole world for a college humor strip from Columbia University in 2004. So if my wife ever says, that's not funny, I said, lady, I have awards and documentation proving that I am funny.
It is funny.
Columbia, no less than Columbia University, said I am hilarious. Anyway, one of the jokes I wrote that I then went on to see in movies and TV over the years was it was over like Thanksgiving break or spring break. They went away. We go away as students. And we come back. So the joke I had when we came back was the roommates are back together, the monkey and the penguin, James and Merlin. And he goes, oh, man, He's all, yeah, what'd you do over the break? He's like, I did this. And the other guy tells the other guy, I lost 150 pounds of ugly fat. And the other guy looks at him like, he goes, you don't look any different to me. He's all, he's all, no, I didn't lose weight. I dumped Marsha. So it's like losing the ugly fat is losing the girlfriend. I then saw that joke like in a movie like a year later and like heard it on TV like 2 years later. Now, I don't think anyone read my college newspaper joke and stole my joke. I just think that as artists, we're all drawing from the same culture at the same time. You know, so there you go. So that's how that can work. And I don't even know why I explained that just now. I don't know what that had to do with. There was a reason I told that story. Oh, well. Oh, because he said he lost nothing in the divorce. That's right. Preheat. Yeah, Preheat is the great LA Heat. LA Heat. The prequel is called LA Heat. Preheat. And then it's like, if you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen or something to do with cooking. Some person said that's an old joke. Dude, I don't doubt it. Because it's a pretty obvious joke. You know, it's I'm sure that joke has been told for as long as losing weight has been a thing, which I feel like is only really in modernity. There have always been fat people, but you know, civilization was so brutal there were not a lot of fat people, there were just random fat people. So I don't think weight loss has really been a cultural thing until like the last 70 years or so.
Yeah,
so
very recently in the grand scheme of things.
Right. Heather's a legend in her own mind. That's great. That was great. I want to know what that blue energy around Arnold's head was when he woke up from the nightmare where Double D Daisy shot him.
That was crazy. Never seen anything like that. I don't know where it got that from.
Imagine a fat caveman.
Yeah, life just wasn't conducive to that body type, if you will. Like shit, you know, still a lot of running around, and you weren't taking in a ton of calories either. Nobody was sitting on the couch. You probably couldn't sit down at all, you know, until the creatures went to sleep for the night, or you'd be eating. So, yeah, much different type of lifestyle.
Yeah, I've never had to chase my lunch, so I feel like that's a lifestyle difference, you know. So, Reb Dog says, when I was a DJ in college, DC 101 stole our sounders all the time. Are those like the drops? Is that what you call them sounders? Like those are drops? Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're listening to DJ blah, blah, blah on Jammin' 101. So,
some person said a variation of it. I'm going to lose 20 pounds of ugly fat. Are you cutting your head off? Yeah, it's an obvious joke, but it's a good one.
Still good. Yeah.
And to my credit, when I wrote it, I had never heard it before. So, let's see. Captain Rumor said it was Brian. Oh, it was brain blast from his storm powers flaring up after the nightmare. That's right. That's why Arnold's head was glowing blue. Some person, I think you're late. Some of you came in late. What we did tonight is we made up a movie. And we went through some of the key steps in storytelling, writing like a 3-act hero's journey. Not really. We really got derailed. Shocker. We got derailed. But I used Grok image search to come up with the images for the scenes in the movie. And it was pretty funny. Now, I had a lot of pots cooking at once. So I was trying to write down what Jericho was saying, come up with some of my own ideas, pick out the image, trying to read the chat and add some of their ideas. But we'll fine tune it. But I like this. I think this is a fun thing to do, to improv a silly story. And then we made a poster for the movie at the end, and we actually got it to animate using the AI tools I have. So that was pretty cool.
We had an ending song too.
Yeah. Oh, we had it right as a song. That's right. And for those of you coming in late, this was the poster here. Oh, hold on. I have to share my screen. The movie was called LA Heat. I like Death on the Sunset Strip, but it ended up being LA Heat. And it's actually animated, this thing. I don't know what Arnold's doing, jumping the bike on there and then getting in the car with the rocket launcher.
But, don't ask any questions, man. You just let Arnold do what he does.
I mean, it tells the whole story of the movie right there. You know, what else do you need to see?
It does.
You want to give me a little? What is the dialogue in this scene? I'll be Marissa, you be Arnold for this scene right here. This is a clip from the trailer. I can't shoot him. What do we do?
Come on, do it. Move over, drive now. Stupid broad. It's too important. It's too important to catch Diego. He can't take any chances.
Right. Oh, they can't let Diego get away again.
Not again. Remember, 24 hours to bring him in, or the mayor's coming down on your ass.
These drugs are killing kids in the street, dude. Come on, we gotta stop Diego.
I don't have time. Remember my old army buddy who owned the sporting goods store that I geared up in? Stupid.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
his daughter or his son OD'd. So
Not to
playing around is
mention,
over.
we think Diego killed Captain Richard Rex Wild, and we know he killed Hans Storm. So there you go.
So
No,
what else?
hold on.
What else do you need?
I'm not sure how None the Miser does it, but he's like a cleanup hitter, just hitting grand slammies. He
The boy's
says,
good.
"Come on, Miss Daisy, drive!"
Drive.
Okay, we're gonna try this one again. Hold on. You got to do this instead. Here we go. I can't shoot him.
Move over, Miss Daisy. Drive.
There you go. There you go, everyone. Thank you. What happened to Brunette? She seems to get afraid and duck down, and they're after Diego. I don't know.
Yeah, if she's gonna be scared, we don't need her.
Wait a
Now it's
minute.
time to be fearless.
Look close on the right side. The door opened. I think the brunette Double D Daisy fell out.
Yeah, she would give it the program.
Double D
Fucking
Daisy.
wrong.
That's like something they'd name him in a James Bond movie.
Double D Daisy.
Oh, Double D Daisy. What are the D's for? Delightfully delectable. I watched. I don't like Roger Moore's James Bond. He is 1 for 4 with me. So I loved the first one. What is the first one he was in? Right after Connery quit, then he comes out in that first Roger Moore one, and it's good.
Wasn't it Octopussy?
No, that's from 1983. And then The Man with the Golden Gun is so horrifically bad, I can't stand it. And then, I'm only on the third Roger Moore one. So I read online that Spy Who Loved Me is good. I watched that movie last night. What a piece of shit that movie was. Oh my gosh. I got to watch Moonraker next. My hopes are not up for this, though. These are not good movies. They're so contrived. Roger Moore himself is not bad, but the writing is bad in these movies. The story is so contrived. It's a lot of, and then this happened, and then this happened, and then this happened. And, didn't like it.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it was not good.
Amazing.
Let's see. We were the first station to officially sanction to make South Park Sounders. We were also responsible for the swing craze in the mid-90s. Oh, we have you to blame for swing? So some guy with a stand-up bass could be like...
That's right. Lucy found who did that shit to us.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Rem Dog. So Miss Daisy is sitting on Daisy. I think that's why the door opened. Double D Daisy rolled out the door. So, yeah. Let's see. Live and Let Die. No, that comes later. I'm on Moonraker, and then it might be. Is it Live and Let Die? Maybe you're right. I think Live and Let Die is his first one. I think you're right. Johnny Twist says, please annex Canada. No, I don't ever want Canada to become the 51st state. Too many libs. They'll turn too much blue voting. Sorry.
No, we don't need that shit. We don't need anything from Canada. Thank you. We already got your maple syrup.
Yeah. And we got your round bacon, by the way. What's going on there?
Don't call that shit bacon. That's Canadian ham or some shit.
Yeah. Canadian bacon. Come on now.
That tells you everything you need to know. That's
What
what
is
happens
it?
when Canada gets a hold of it. That's what happens to bacon when Canada gets a hold of it.
Why does everyone in Canada live within 3 miles of the U.S. border? Tell me that, Canada.
If it's cold and destitute and you got a roaring campfire, you're going to try to get close to that heat. That's what they want from us.
Just
You can't
Alberta.
fucking-
I think Alberta is like their conservative state or something like that. So I don't know.
Boo. Boo, Canada, boo.
All right. Well, it's almost 9. We're going to call it an early night tonight. It was an experimental show. We didn't do BMX Bandits. Couldn't find those images online anywhere. It is a 43-year-old movie that was not very popular. But I really love doing this made-up movie thing. I thought that was a hoot. It was chaotic. I was trying to do a million things. Jericho was great with the improv. I love the story we came up with. So dumb and funny. Diego, no! Yeah, Captain Runo, I'm moving away from doing the 100 images and just going into detail on a movie. We've been doing that for like 3.5 years or something, and I need an extended break from it. If Jericho agrees, I don't know. I don't want to put you on the spot. We can talk privately, but I need a break from that. And it's a lot of work for my YouTube person, and a lot of these movies are hard to find. And I just want to creatively do something else. So I came up with this today. I thought this was fun, and we'll get better at it. I'll get better at typing the prompts. I'll get better at dealing with the audience, and then I'll need to improv voices and dialogue too, and not just make Jericho do it. This will be fun though. When we master this, it's going to be a hoot. We got a theme song. We got a poster. It was fun, and we'll keep track of our movies. You know what I mean? Tony C, did you watch it? No, we couldn't track down the images for it. I know it's like for rent on YouTube, but there are websites that have all the like thousands of images from a movie where you can pull them out, and it's not on any of those. We got a few that we look at that have so many movies, and it's just an old movie that wasn't a big hit. So we can maybe figure it out, but I want to take a break from doing the 100 images and just describing the movie. I want to do creatively. I want to do something different. I want to like push things, and this was hard to do tonight, and that's fun. When it's hard, you get more creative, and you got to think on your feet. And I want to entertain. I want you guys laughing, and I laugh so hard at some of the shit we're doing here. And you guys in the audience are always great. So bear with us. We're doing our best to give you this great entertainment and just have a great time with you guys. And really the way this made up movie thing will work. Scream from the audience, do this, do that, and I'll try and incorporate in the image stuff. We'll do something wacky. So, oh man,
wacky and wild,
wacky and wild. It's not Wednesdays though; we're on Tuesdays now. So, let's see. Hold on, there was a question here. Can't you play a movie and stop it and talk about it the whole time? Huh? Oh no. If you try and bring up a movie on the second screen and play it while you're on YouTube, it'll black it out.
Yeah.
There's something encoded in the software where it knows you're playing a movie, and it'll I'll see the movie on my screen, and you guys will see a black rectangle. So you can't do that. Like if I bring up Amazon Prime or something like that, it will not play the movie while I'm on here. So let's see. We can alternate real and made up movies so it's easier. Something. We can do whatever the hell we want. There's no rules. So Dead Calm is another Nicole Kidman movie. It's pretty good. Billy Zane. I like Billy Zane. He's so unusual. He's not your typical
Billy Zane's cool
guy.
He's not like a leading guy. They try that with Phantom, but
right.
He's a good actor.
But I like that he's not conventionally handsome, and he seems so unique. You know what I mean? He's not an ugly guy, but he's weird looking in an interesting way, not in a bad way. Mm-hmm. And he seems like a big, tall, like not a goon or a goofy guy, but just like there's something about him that's weird, but in a good way.
Hey,
so
man.
yeah, Billy Zane, and he's got a cool name, which is probably not a real name. It's probably a stage name, but regardless. Anyway, we will call it a night, and I will leave you with one more playing of the animated trailer for the 1987 smash hit LA Heat. And here we go. You ready, Jericho?
Blockbuster.
Okay, here we go. I can't get a shot.
Miss Daisy, move, thrive.
There you go. Guys, it's LA Heat. You know where to follow us online. Guys, we'll see you next week. We'll be up to something. I'm not sure what it is, but it's going to be funny. Talk to you later.